Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the monthly meeting of the Houston County Board of Education for May 8th, 2018. I would ask if everyone would silence cell phones so the meeting will not be disturbed. We will have a moment of silence, and during this moment of silence, I would ask you to remember the Lee family. The mother, Miss Ada Lee, passed away this past week, and her funeral will be held on tomorrow, so if you will remember the Lee family. Also, as you can see, our Vice Chair, Ms. Helen Hughes, is not here with us today. Please remember her and her family during your moment of silence. After which we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance led by Ms. Lori Johnson. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This is always a great time to meet some of our great students here and our teachers of the year from the schools who are visiting with us. So at this time, we're going to ask Langston Road Elementary Principal, Dr. Elton Mayfield, if you will introduce your guests.
Sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I wanted to say we appreciate all that you have done for us as we wind up the school year for the Langston Road specifically, and of course for our school system in general, and we appreciate your service. Today I brought with me several of my best and brightest at Langston Road, and I'm going to start by telling you I have brought a lot of educators with me. Now, it's going to take a little bit of explanation. So let me begin with our student Grace. And so this is Grace. And I want to tell you, Grace, her grandmother was my 5th grade teacher. And this is a really neat story. Grace enrolls at the school, and I got her grandmother comes, and she says, she looks at me, she goes, Elton Mayfield? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she goes, you're a principal? Pretty well as pretty well through school. Luckily, Grace is a much better student than I ever could be. Grace is in our gifted program. She is in 5th grade at Langston Road. She'll be going to Perry Middle School next year. Grace has a long list of accolades, but one of the things that has impressed us with Grace this year is this girl can spell. She won the Langston Road Spelling Bee contest. Then she came to the the system spelling bee and placed runner-up there against the middle school students. Then she went to the district spelling bee of all of the surrounding counties, placed runner-up there, and then went to the state spelling bee and made it into the top 10 there. So Grace can spell every word that I'm saying, and she's probably got a running cap in her head. And she is a brilliant child and is just sweet as she can be. And I think it shows when she mentioned to me on the way here, she goes, oh, this is the second time I've been presented to the board. I said, yes, she goes, in 3rd grade too. So Grace obviously can shine quite well. This is Grace Bennett. And sitting next to her is Miss Kirsten Rain. And Kirsten, again, comes from a line of educators. She is the daughter of one of our 1st grade teachers at Langston Road, April Rain. Kirsten, the reason she is with us today, she is also a gifted student. She is in 5th grade. She'll be going to Mossy Creek Middle School. Kirsten has, again, just a long list of accolades, but some of the things that we have seen so much from Kirsten this year is she started off at Langston very shy and very quiet and very demure, and has completely grown out of that. Kirsten has had the most wonderful conversations on the way here today. It's kind of funny. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because she is the winner of our oracle contest at Langston Road. And she came to the system oracle contest and received an honorable mention there as well. She also is our recorder champion. Now, if you don't know what a recorder is, it's a song flute, and it's basically a free-band instrument. And she came along so far in that, and I know that Mossy Creek Middle will be excited to get her because she will do well in band, and as a former band director, that speaks near and dear to my heart. So this is Kirsten Rain. And finally, Christy Layton. Christy is our teacher of the year my blessing to work with Christy every day. She teaches 5th grade, and she is actually the teacher of these two young ladies. She teaches gifted at Langston Road, and she is absolutely fantastic, hardworking, eager to please, wants to do a good job, puts in the hours. I just can't say enough strong and nice words about Christy Layton. I can honestly say it is my privilege to work with her every day. And she means the world to me, and I think she knows that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is our contingency from Langston Road Elementary.
Thank you. From Parkwood Elementary, Principal Dr. Janet Sorrell. If you will introduce your guest, please.
All right. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce our wonderful students from Parkwood Elementary. First, I'll introduce Peggy Diaz-Lopez. She is one of our best students. She's frequently on a roll. She plays the piano, the bass guitar, and she wants to do 3 jobs when she grows up. She can't quite decide, but she wants to be a policeman, an orthodontist, or serve in the Navy. So we have an ambitious young lady here, Ms. Diaz-Lopez, and we're very proud to have her at Parkwood. The next student I'll introduce to you is Trenton Taylor. Trenton Taylor is also one of our most excellent students. He serves on the academic role. He is part of our flag corps, part of the broadcasting club, and part of the Parkwood Fiddlers. He's also frequently on the honor roll, and he is also a joy to be around. So this is Mr. Trenton.
All right.
And our teacher of the year is our media specialist, Ms. Melissa Castor. And she has done a fantastic job for us at Parkwood. You can always find her going above and beyond the call of duty, helping teachers with technology, making sure that we have all the books in order that we need, and being a resource for our teachers and our students. I'm very proud to have her work on our staff. I can say that I hired her as the media specialist, and it's one of the best decisions I ever made. So this is our representative from Parkwood.
All right. From Westside Elementary, Principal Dr. Cynthia Hammond.
Good afternoon. I'm Ashley Watkins. I'm filling in for Dr. Hammond. Thank you for allowing Westside to be represented today. I have 3 representatives from Westside with me. So the first one I would like to introduce to you is Ms. Kinsley Chandler. Please stand. Kinsley is a 5th grade student at Westside. She has been a student at Westside since kindergarten, so she is a Wildcat through and through. Kinsley is on the Classy Cats dance team. She's also a member of our Gems Club. Outside of school, she loves to dance, she takes ballet, tap, and jazz, and she loves spending time with her family. And when I asked Kinsley what her favorite thing about Westside was, she said if she ever has a problem, there are always plenty of people there to help her through it. So, Ms. Kinsley Chandler. All right. Jaden is also a 5th grade student at Westside Elementary. He's been a student here since 1st grade. Jaden is in the Boys to Men dance team, the mentoring group as well. And he also helped both of the students actually with the greenhouse presentation when we were getting our greenhouse last year at Westside. His favorite subject is math. And when I asked him what his favorite hobbies were, he said dance, dancing, sports, pretty much anything that allows him to stay active. So that's very important to him. And I also asked him his favorite thing about Westside, and he said it is our STEM initiative. So once again, Mr. David Ravens. Our current teacher of the year for the 17-18 school year, and he came to Westside about 7 years ago after retiring from the Air Force after 26 years of service, so thank you for that. Mr. Jones is the founder and sponsor of the Boys to Men mentoring and dance team. He provides free after-school tutoring and enrichment for not only the students, but the siblings of the students, and pretty much any neighborhood child who would like to come participate. He does not turn anyone down. He has a lovely wife who teaches at Hilltop County, and they have 3 children and 3 beautiful grandchildren. And one thing I would like you to know about Mr. Jones is if you ever drive by Westside and you see one car in the parking lot, I can assure you it is his car.
All right. Thank you. From Warner Robins Middle, our principal, Mr. Brett Wallace.
Good afternoon. I'm not here to order service. It's not the Mayfield is, but I'm going to try to get through this. We've got 3 awesome warriors. On behalf of 813 awesome students and 94 awesome faculty and staff members, I have the privilege of introducing us to first we have Jackson McCook. He is son of Chris and Megan McCook. He's a 7th grade honor student. He participated in athletes, and he was a Presidential Academic Award winner. He is our 7th grade outstanding student. Whitney Sloan, she's the daughter of Alan and Shelley Sloan and Kevin and Brandy Roberts. She's an 8th grade honor student, and she's headed to Bear Country to Madison County High next year. She participated in cheerleading and softball. She's also a fellowship Christian athlete, and she was also a Presidential Academic Award winner. She's our 8th grade outstanding student. Our reigning queen before you got through Miss Brenda Jackson. She is wife of Jackie Jackson for 33 years. They have one daughter and one son-in-law and had one grandson. She began her professional career in the private sector as a social worker and a behavior specialist, and then she answered the call to teach, and this is her 17th year. She's been one around the middle since 2006. She teaches 7th grade English language arts, and this is just 3 of the awesome individuals we have in our school, and we appreciate you guys.
All right. This is our best time because we have so many wonderful visitors here. There's so many great accomplishments, and we're going to share with some of them right now. Warner Robins High School won the 5A boys basketball state championship in March. Our Demons defeated Middle Grove in an exciting game that ended with a 67-64 win. This gave Warner Robins High its first basketball state championship in the school history. The head coach is Mr. Jamal Garner. Would Coach Garner and his team please come forward at this time? Coach Garner, would you please tell us about this winning team here, all the exciting things that this team has done?
They work very hard in the classroom and also in the court as well. This is a team that has led us to our 5th straight region championship as well, which is a hard thing to do. And winning state championship is doing something that's never been done before. In my words, that's legendary in our city. We know how we feel when we win a state championship here in our city. We hold it up to high standards. Had a great season. Only lost 3 games this year with 28-3. Lost to 2 eventual state champions, and 1 was another state runner-up. So our 3 losses was the team that ended up doing what we wanted to do, which is win the state championships as one of them. This is a lesson, again, to have these guys be a part of such a thing that's happening in our city, and it'll never be forgotten. No matter how many people don't like it, it'll never be forgotten. Again, it was a blessing for us to be in this position. Seems like we were placed in this spot for a reason, and I'm glad it was us, because we're going to represent our city and our county to the best of our ability.
Judge, if you would introduce the other judges,
he's my boss for part of the day, and I turn around, I'm his boss. We have David Bivens, a lot of us know him as Billy Bivens. Went to Hudson County High, graduated from there as well, was a basketball player in high school as well. We have Antoine Brooks, who's also a graduate of Warren Robins High School as well, so we try to keep it down.
Congratulations, guys.
Down the end, President Cook, he's the one that made the shot at me.
Hudson County High School senior Drew Patel won the first place in the state Gateway Optimist International Club for the deaf and the hard of hearing communication contest. With Drew and his teacher, please come forward, Ms. Brenda Curtis, at this time.
Thank you, testing. Is that what you said?
He's AP testing.
Oh, they can test.
A lot of our guys are AP testing.
Congratulations.
All right, I appreciate it.
The State Bay Club from Hudson County High, Northside High, Veterans High, and Warren Robins High attended the 79th annual Georgia State Bay Club Convention held in Savannah. In all, our students brought home 13 top 3 state awards. Today, we are honoring those who won first place in the state. Veteran High and 2 students who won the top award. Although they are unable to be here due to AP exams, we want to recognize Ben Price, who won the social studies, and Andrew Babbitt, who won the Dr. W.C. Whitley $1,500 scholarship. Would our 2 students who are present please come forward with your advisors? From Hudson County High, we have Emma Green. Caitlin Wallace and Brittany Bowman. Advisors, please introduce yourself and your students and tell us about their winning category.
I'm Emily, and I competed in creative writing.
Okay, good, thank
I'm not her.
I'm Danny Swain, I'm the base sponsor of Northside High School, and this is Caitlin Wallace, this is our club president, and Brittany Bowman, also both of them are seniors at Northside. Caitlin will be going to Auburn University next year, and Brittany will be staying local for college. But they went last year and got 3rd place in state, and said, we're going back next year and we'll get 1st place, and they did. So we're very proud of them.
Our schools compete often in family, career, community leadership of America, state events, and we do quite well. Today, we will honor students from 2 schools for winning first place award, beginning with Huntington Middle School. With Huntington Middle, FCCLA advisor, Ms. Melanie Bratcher, please come forward with Bryson Starr. Please tell us about this student here and all that he has won the award in the toys that teach category.
I'm Melanie Brasher from Huntington Middle School. This is my 7th grade student, Bryson Tharp. He competed in toy set teach junior category. He developed a game for, what age group? 5 to 7, and we presented it at our state leadership conference in March. And
Congratulations. Next, we have Houston County FCCLA students also excelled in the FCCLA State Championship, bringing home a total of 27 awards. 10 students won either first or second place at the state and advanced to the national competition. Advisors Shonda McFadden and Brittany Tolson, please come forward with your students. Please introduce your award-winning students.
Right, good afternoon, and thank you all so much for having us. Over the weekend, I was with my cousin, and she introduced me to a friend of hers, and she said, Shonda lives at school, and I thought about that, and I was like, well, yes, and I've been teaching high school since 1976. I know I don't look nearly that old, but I became a high school teacher when I was 5 years old in my aunt's high school classroom. I read sets every day after school in her classroom. I fell in love with high school again. I'm so proud of these students that are standing here and the ones that couldn't be here today. I mean, they make living at school worth it. So I want to share with you a little bit about our success, and I had to write it all down. This year at state competition, we had 25 competitors in 10 different categories. 9 out of 10 of our teams all advanced to state. 15 were first place winners, and then we had 3 third place winners. We also received Chapter of the Year, largest chapter in the state. And this year, we had our Grandma Marie, who's not with us today, who was elected as state vice president of membership. And since 1995, every year, Houston County High School has had a national state or region officer. So we are so proud of this accomplishment. And I'm going to let Ms. Towson introduce our students and others today.
Great. Well, again, we are so honored to be here. We had several students. This was their first time competing with FCCLA. So not only was it great for them to be able to compete at the state level, but to be a first place team is definitely a high honor. And several are not here today due to testing, but the ones we have with us, we have Shweta Patel, Anjali Patel, Abigail McDowell, Elizabeth Dill, Virali Patel, Dalton Vasquez, Mary Dakota, Jaden Bill, and Megan Patel.
We had some certificates and had AP testing on that, so. Yeah.
All right. Step forward, please. Thank you.
Congratulations. Our students also brought home many awards from the 70th Georgia Science and Engineering Fair held at the University of Georgia in March. The students' research projects are judged by professional scientists. 49 of our students qualified to compete at the state and all brought home 41 awards. 2 students will represent our district in the International Science and Engineering Fair in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this month. With Isha Shaw from Veteran High and Harsh Singh from Houston County High. Please come forward. Sorry about that. We'd like to congratulate you on your accomplishment thus far and wish you the best and for compete in the international fair. Another student won first place honors at the state fair with Bonnier Middle student Gina Cutler. Please come forward. Let's congratulate Gina. Our district also had 5 students who won awards in 2 state art competitions. Today we have 2 all-state art symposium state finalists with Griffin Peavy from Perry High and Isha Raza from Houston County High. Please come forward with your art teachers. Ms. Heller, would you please tell us about this competition?
Sure. This is hosted by Georgia Art Education for the whole state of Georgia to recognize the most talented high school students across the state. When we started about 12 years ago, I think the entries were about 250 across the state. This year it was over 900 entries. And they picked the top 10 kids from across the state of Georgia and across the county. Very good.
Perry Middle School Future Business Leaders of America members competed at the annual state championship conference held recently. Perry Middle students won 6 awards in the top 10 rankings, and to include a first state by Ms. Kaylee Stone. Please tell us about this young lady state award.
I'm Diana Phillips. I'm a business and computer science teacher over at Perry Middle. And this is Kaylee Stone. She won first place for us in state in the desktop publishing. She also today received several awards at the school that I want to recognize as well. She's in honors classes. She got all A honor roll, President's Award, first place in math, and highest average in math, second highest average in science. So, Perry High School, Dunbar, where are you? Come get this one for next year.
with the Georgia Department of Audits and Accounts to please come forward to make a special presentation.
I'm Michelle Moulton of the Department of Audits. I'm the audit manager of our Macon Regional Office, and I've been doing this for about 25 years now. This guy right here was my first auditor in charge, and I started back in like 1993, so it shows how old we both are. The Department of Audits about 5 years ago started awarding this certificate of distinction, distinction for excellent financial reporting. There's key criteria that the boards have to make to obviously get the award. They have to have some early reporting requirements. They have to have an unmodified audit opinion, which in layman's terms means clean. They can't have any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses, and there's a couple of other transparency and government reporting requirements that they have to meet. I looked today out on our website, and we post all the recipients out there every year. So far for this year, there are 25 that are out there. I don't anticipate there being probably more than another 3 or 4 to be added because we usually do our cleaner engagements first. So we don't do every county in the state, we probably do 90 to 95% of them. So if you think about that, we think only about 25 are getting this award, then it kind of shows you, the caliber of the staff that you have here. I'm a Housing County resident, and I can say you should be proud of the staff that we have. It's a really clean engagement, and they do a really good job.
They are, Michelle said they're the ones who do all the work. This is the business office, and even though we're up here with all the state and national winners today, I can assure you this group is a state winner also. So we appreciate everything Michelle paid us.
The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. We reviewed the consent agenda. We did a review on that on yesterday during our work session. Any comments from the board? No comments. We will need to adopt the agenda. Ms. Lori?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda and the consent agenda as presented yesterday. Not last night, yesterday, sorry.
It has been motion and second that we approve the agenda as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. The minutes from the previous meeting, Lori.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting as discussed yesterday.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the minutes from our previous meetings. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. The board member comments we've agreed that I will make a comment on behalf of the board. I simply want to say thank you, a big thank you. That is to all the employees of Houston County for a successful year that you have made our school system to have. We will see the results as we, in a couple of weeks, when we have graduation, and that's what we're here for, is to produce high-achieving students. So on behalf of the board, thank you to every Houston County employee that we have. Next one is Dr. Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm very pleased that all 5 of our high schools were named Advanced Placement Honor Schools by State School Superintendent Richard Woods. Our high schools are included in 5 categories. Congratulations to Houston County, Northside, Perry, Veterans, and Warner Robins on being named AP STEM schools and AP STEM Achievement schools. Our AP Humanities schools were recognized were Houston County High and Warner Robins High. We also had AP Access and Support Schools that were named as Northside High and Warner Robins, and they were 2 of 69 schools in the state to receive that distinction. In addition, Houston County High is an AP Merit School, one of only 67 in the state. And AP courses are our most rigorous academics that we offer to our students, and we're very, very proud of our high schools and their accomplishments. Let's give them a hand.
All right.
We're also very proud that 2 of our very own teachers are finalists for State Teacher of the Year awards. Mr. Ike Thompson of Veterans High is in the top 10 for the Georgia Teacher of the Year, and will be going up to Atlanta on May the 19th to see if he takes home the state championship. And Ms. Kylie Bosworth at Hilltop Elementary is top 3 finalists for the state for Georgia Pre-K State Teacher of the Year. So they're already winners in our eyes, and we're just looking forward to see how they do at the state competition. We also have a retirement banquet tonight at the Perry Agri Center at 6:30. That will be in the Miller Murphy Howard Building. All of our employees are invited to attend the banquet to honor our retirees, and we're so thankful for their work and their dedication and service to Houston County. This year we'll have 115 employees that will be retiring, and we want to say thanks to our premier sponsors that make the banquets like these possible. Each company provides at least $5,000 a year to support our special events, and those companies include HEA, Federal Credit Union, Parish Construction, Valak, Flint Energies, and Yancey Bluebird combined. Mr. Wilson already mentioned our graduation coming up. Only 11 school days for you out there in the audience, and I know the students are probably about as excited as the teachers are. And so we will have our graduations with Houston County High and Northside High on Friday, and then Warner Robins Veterans in Perry will graduate on Saturday, May the 26th. And all the ceremonies will be held at the Agri Center in the Miller Murphy Howard Building. And we look forward to about 1,900 students walking across the stage, and that is a culmination of all that we do in Houston County, and we're so very proud of our graduates. We also have special dates during this month that we observe, and of course, we are celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week and Teacher Appreciation Day today. We're also recognizing our school nutrition employees and Appreciation Week. And tomorrow, May 9th, is National School Nurse Day. Did I see our school nurses here? Will y'all stand up and let us recognize you, please? Thank you for the job that you do. Next week is also National Police Week, which we observe in honor of our SROs, and Officer Weldon's here today, but we certainly appreciate his service to Houston County as an SRO, but we appreciate all of our law enforcement throughout our community that does such a great job, and so we also congratulate our SROs. We're so very thankful for our teachers and all the support staff and everyone's hard work to really see us achieve our mission to produce high-achieving students, and we really appreciate everything you do on a daily basis. And as we go forward to the end of the year, we're looking forward for graduation, and hopefully all you students out there make great decisions going forward, and we wish you all the best if you're a senior. And with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. Our financial report, Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the March 2018 financial reports as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the financial report for March 2018. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Personnel report, we have several portions of that. We'll do them. Rick.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the monthly detailed personnel report as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the monthly report for personnel for May of 2018. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Rick.
Also, I'd like to make a motion that we approve contract recommendations for FY19.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the contracts for 2018-2019. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. And I believe we have some individual selection. Hope you have the first one? Dave. Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation of Mr. Russell Lawley for the position of assistant principal at Northside High School.
Second.
Can I see your? It has been motioned and second that we approve Mr. Russell Lawley for the position of Assistant Principal at Northside High School. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Lori?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation of Mrs. Demetria Thomas for the position of Assistant Principal at Fagan Mill Middle School.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for Ms. Demetria Thomas for the position of Assistant Principal at Fagan Mill Middle School. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Rick?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the recommendation, the superintendent's recommendation of Mr. Billy Dollar for the position of Director of Maintenance.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for Mr. Billy Dollar for the position of Director of Maintenance. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. For Mr. Jesse Davis.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Ms. Jessica Deese as Director of Purchasing.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve Mrs. Jessica Deese for the position of Director of Purchasing. Excuse me. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Hope.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a recommendation for the termination of Mrs. Amanda Moon's employment as school food assistant due to job abandonment.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for termination of Ms. Amanda Moon employment due to job abandonment. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Hope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to recommend the termination of Mrs. Shawana Felder's employment as a school food service assistant due to job abandonment as well.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for termination of Ms. Shawana Felder's employment as a school food service assistant due to job abandonment. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. And the next one, Rick.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for the termination of Ms. Leela Hall's employment as a food service worker due to job abandonment.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to terminate Ms. Lila Hall's employment as a school food service worker due to job abandonment. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you very much. Thank you all. The next item on the agenda will be on the new business fiscal year 2019 budget hearing. Mr. Billy Geralds.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year the board is required to pass a budget and authorizes, the law authorizes the community to have input into that budget process. And so a hearing is required. So at this time, I will open the budget hearing for the Houston County Board of Education. Is there anyone here to speak in favor of the proposed budget presented before the board? Mr. Thupin.
Yes, the budget recommendation from Dr. Stein, I just wanted to mention some of the things that are included in the budget. Included are the departmental and school requests that he had approved. Also included is a 2% cost of living adjustment for all employees, both certified and classified, on the state revised and local position supplement scales. Also included in the budget is certified state mandated step increases on both the local step increase and also the revised state salary scale, as well as for classified employees. Included in the budget also is the increase in teachers' retirement system payments from 16.89% to 20.9%, which resulted in an additional $7 million in fringe benefit payments that the system had to fund. Also included is an increase in the number of school resource officers and related equipment to help safeguard our schools, as well as several equipment replacement items and other departmental requests. It is a balanced budget, and like I said, Dr. Scott and the board did a tremendous job putting together a budget request for this year.
Thank you.
Mr. Thublin, is there anyone else here that would like to speak in favor of the proposed budget? Seeing none, is there anyone here that would speak against the proposed budget? Hearing none, then that satisfies the requirements of law, and the hearing would be closed. Mr. Chairman, it would come back to the board for action on the proposed budget.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Under the fiscal year 2019 budget tentative approval, Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the 2019 budget for tentative approval.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the fiscal year 2019 budget tentative approval. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Purchase of Perry High School competition gym, scoreboard, and sound system. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the purchase of the Perry High School competition gym and scoreboard and sound system from Daktronics at a cost of $66,584 to be paid from 2017 Splash funds.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the Perry High School competition gym, scoreboard, and sound system at $66,584 from the 2017-22 SPLOS. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Purchase of the John Deere ambulatory cart for Perry High School football stadium.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a request for the purchase of a John Deere ambulatory cart for the Perry High School football stadium. The financial impact will be $12,485.88, and that will be paid out of our general fund.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the purchase of a John Deere ambulatory cart for Perry High School football stadium at $12,485.88. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Purchase of forklift for the warehouse. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the purchase of a warehouse forklift to replace a 1994 model with a financial impact of $35,218.65.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the purchase of a forklift for the warehouse at a total cost of $35,218.65. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Surplus vehicles. Lori.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to get rid of 9 old vehicles that are no longer operable or are totaled. These will be sold through govdeals.com.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve to surplus a total of 9 vehicles, maintenance vehicles, and the reason is they are inop or is they are too expensive to maintain. All in favor of the motion, please show a right hand. Thank you. Voluntary Students Accident Insurance. Dave.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve as presented the young group for this voluntary student accident insurance.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the voluntary student accident insurance with the young group at no cost to the system itself. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Revision of job description, coordinator for construction. Hoke.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a recommendation that we revise the job description for coordinator construction has been revised to reflect current expectations.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the revision of job description for the construction coordinator and all actions that are required are included. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Revision of job description for computer programmer. Rick.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the revision of job description for a computer programmer.
Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the revision of job description for the computer programmer. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. resolution authorization for plan restatement of ballot. Brian.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the resolution authorization of plan restatement by ballot.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the resolution authorization of plan restatement of ballot. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Second step grant, I hope.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a recommendation that the second step socio-emotional learning program be accepted as recommended. The obligation financial impact would be $78,253.20.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the second step grant for pre-K and sixth grade and the obligation of $78,253.20 is materials that will be a part of this. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
That's that the system will receive. It's not an obligation for the system.
It's not an expense.
We're accepting that in the value of $78,000 in materials for that program. So it's not a financial impact on the system.
No financial impact on the system. We'll amend the motion to indicate that. All in favor of the amended motion, please show right hand. Thank you, sir. Revised policy GBRIF. Lori.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve the revision for GBRIF policy. This will revise the bereavement leave policy to clarify immediate family to include person related by blood, marriage, or adoption.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the revised grief policy for bereavement for family members. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Revised policy GBRIB. Brian.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the revision for policy GBRIB defining sick leave and FMLA benefits.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve policy GBRIB that for sick leave. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. And the last one will be revision of policy JCD.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a recommendation of the revised JCD policy. This revision clarifies the student code of conduct by defining some of the behaviors and adding new behaviors to the list.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the revised JCD policy, which deals with student code of conduct. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. That concludes all the items that's currently on the policy. Any new items at all? Okay, thank you. With no further business on the agenda, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much.